Okay, so up to this point we've covered quite a bit. We've looked at the anatomy of the guitar, what all the parts are called. I've shown you how to read chord frames, chord boxes, chord grids, whatever you want to call it. And we looked at how to play 3 major chords. And I've also shown you a couple of tips that you need to keep in mind when you're playing new chords at all times. So before we get into those progressions I said we're going to look at, let's just have a look at the right hand, because we didn't really talk about this hand up to now. Basically, there's a number of things that you can do with your right hand, but for now we're just going to be playing with a plectrum, which is this little piece of plastic. You get them in all shapes and sizes, different materials and all those kind of things. I've just got a kind of a 1mm plastic pick over here, which might be, if you're starting out playing the acoustic guitar, it's actually might be too thick. So try and get hold of a thinner pick, one that's bending, that can bend a little bit easier. So the way to hold this pick, bend your finger 90 degrees like that, and then put the plectrum on the side of your finger. You can actually rest it there without any support. Then your thumb is just going to take hold of the pick like that. Okay, and then there you go. Then you can start strumming the guitar. That's how you hold the pick. Let's look at strumming directions quickly. A downstroke is when my hand actually strums downward. Okay, that's a downstroke, and the symbol we use to notate a downstroke is that little symbol you see on the screen now. It's got two lines pointing downward. Okay, now our upstroke, as I'm sure you'll know what that is, it's just the opposite of a downstroke, where I'm strumming upwards, and the sign for that is a little V sign with with the lines pointing upward. So let's practice this quickly. We're just going to do 1 bar, which would be 4 beats of downstrokes, and then I want us to do 1 bar of downstrokes together with upstrokes. It's going to sound like this. If I just do downstrokes, it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just 4 downstrokes. Now what I'm going to do now with the following example is I'm going to add the upstrokes. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so now let's do that exercise I spoke about a minute ago. 1 bar of downstrokes, 1 bar of down and upstrokes. Here we go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Essentially, that's all. Those are the only 2 things, only 2 strokes you'll be playing when you'll be playing whatever rhythm it is you'll be playing. You might use some percussive sounds on the guitar, you might use some rests, and essentially that's what your right hand is going to be doing with the rhythm guitar playing. So let's look at our first chord pair then, where we'll be using E major and A. So it's up to you if you want to go down, up, or if you just want to use the downstrokes. For now, let's keep it simple and use downstrokes only. It's going to sound like this: 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change to A. 2, 3, 4. Change to E. 1, 2, 3 to A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you find that change is a little bit too quick for you, then it's fine. stay on E for 2 bars. So instead of playing 4 downstrokes, you'll be playing 8 downstrokes. Let me show you what that would sound like. 3, 4, down, 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 down once more, down, 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 A, 1, down, 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 down. Okay, so that's the first way in which you can use E major and A major together. If you found that was a little bit tricky for you at this stage, and you're still battling with the left hand, what you can do is you can leave the right hand strumming, the consistent strumming, out of the equation to start with, and you can just play E, and then you change your fingering to play A major, and then you play your chord. And remember, in the beginning I said pick every string. So I know my E is sounding fine, and then I go to A. Okay, so that's chord pairs E to A. I can also use the down-up, consistent down-up strumming. That'll sound like this. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, just a little tip at this point. You might have noticed that on my very last upstroke before I changed, I played all open strings. So if I do that up to speed, it actually adds a different texture to my rhythm playing. Okay, I obviously over-exaggerated the point there, but when you change, don't be afraid to take your fingers off while you're strumming open strings and then moving to your chord. That's perfectly doable as well. Okay, so there we go. That should get you practicing E major and A major together. Now you'll remember that we also learned D major, and you can practice D major along with A. So let's play A major. And now we change to D. Back to A. To D. You can also use down up strumming like this. 3, 4. And obviously these two strumming patterns, they are extremely basic, and we'll be looking at a whole host of other more exciting strumming patterns. But if you're just beginning to play guitar now, then I'm sure you'll have your hands full up to this stage, because you're playing chords with your left hand and you're strumming them with your right hand.